I said, what is that? Could it be a train? Could it be a plane? It was about 1,000 Gamecock students in front of the fountain at the Thomas Cooper Library. I walked in there, and we did so many chants. But then, ladies and gentlemen, they started chanting one more thing. They started chanting, cancel class, cancel class. Wait a second. When we win both national championships, players get a lot of attention, the head coaches do, and you're going to hear from them in a minute. But let's give it up for the people who take care of these players and teams every day, the assistant coaches, the associate coaches, the trainers, and in closing, we're going to hear from the United States, 2 best coaches and 2 great players. But I think we need a new cheer at the University of South Carolina, so let's try it together. I'm going to ask you, what does it feel like to be in the 16? And you're all going to say, sweet. Okay, we'll do it 3 times as loud as we can. Gamecock Nation, what does it feel like to be in the 16? Sweet! What does it feel like to be in the 16? Sweet! What does it feel like to be in the 16? Sweet! Go Gamecocks!
For the record, I want to tell you that after our women won on Sunday and our men followed up with a win, Dr. Pestini said they want me to cancel class. And I looked at it and I said, sounds like a really good idea. But we got 4 games to play, so we'll keep the pressure on that we'll get a chance to cancel class once and for all, okay? I want to share with you for just a minute that you all understand that in order to be successful in sports, you have to have great coaches, and you know that. And we have that. You have to have great players with talent and a culture and a selfless team. And we have that from our men and from our women. And we've been very successful, but without you, it is not complete. There have been some games in the CLA that go down to the wire. And on many occasions, I would look out across the crowd and say to myself, we're not going to lose because you're not going to let us lose. So we appreciate the impact that you make on our coaches and student athletes to create an environment that's very difficult for our opponents to come into our house and get a victory. And in closing, I'll say to this, we've talked about the number 16 quite a bit. There's another number that is great and is growing. It is number 52. And you're saying, 52? What is that? 52 is the number of wins that our men and our women have combined in the last 2 years. Number 1 in the SEC. Lots of victories, lots of games ahead of us. Let's get together in this same spot in a few days or maybe a couple of weeks. Thank you for what you mean to our program.
On behalf of the women's basketball team, well, some of us are here, some of us have study hall, but just on behalf of the women's basketball team, we really want to thank each and every last one of you guys for just sticking with us and being loyal to us. Sorry. Just thank you so much for being at all the games, dude. Y'all helped us out a lot. We just really give it all to you guys. We wouldn't be the team that we are today without you guys, and we just thank you so much for the support and just really put us on the map. So, thanks.
really and before I leave, I just want to say, man, for us, the men and the women, man, it's a feel bad, man.
Thank you guys for all the support that you've love you too. The support that you've given us over the past few years is like no other. When we came here, let me thank our staff. Our staff, they didn't come today because I tried to get them to come, but they're working on scouting reports and getting our team ready for our Sweet 16 appearance. So thank them, thank our support staff for always, they make us go. I know the players go out and perform the way they need to perform, and it's not without the work of the people that work behind the scenes. So I want to thank all of our managers, I want to thank our practice players, I want to thank our assistant coaches, our support staff. I'm competing against the train, huh? I'm in. But I do want to thank our band and our cheerleaders for always putting on a great show for us. It is a show. It definitely is a show. To show the rest of the country what it looks like from winning programs. Winning programs. I know a few years ago, no one could see this. No one could see it from Coach Martin and his guys. No one could see it from our program and our players. No one could see this day happening. No one believed it. Although, and I gotta say this for Frank, and I gotta say this for myself, because when we were losing, we had no coaches. But when we start winning, we got lots of coaches. Lots of them. So all of our coaches, you can join in. Thank you for the preparation. Thank you for the insight. We made it to the Sweet 16. Before I leave, we can really get used to the P's. The P's. This is a what? What is this? A pep rally, right? Pep rally. Y'all know the other P right that we want to have in the next few weeks. A parade.
All we talked about once we got into this thing was why not? Why not? When you got a group of guys like I got behind me, when I sat 4 years ago and we were trying to figure it out, and I saw what Don and their staff had built and the kind of camaraderie that they had, and how it was every time they took the court, and as they were building their fan base and building basketball in our community, and I kept thinking, we can do this.
Amen.
And we went out and signed some guys that believed in what we were trying to do. You guys started coming out and giving our guys some love every time we took the court. We created a real home court environment where now when our guys come out of that tunnel, they see a whole lot of friends out there that they know got their backs every time we play. And you go through some ups and downs, and the funny part was as we're coming down the stretch, I understand we lost a couple games here at the end, but that's what these guys are made about. They don't give in to difficult moments, and that's why when we had a chance to go win that first NCAA game in 44 years, our guys believed that we could do it. That's why when we went into locker room at halftime of the Duke game, and everybody was worried about 7 for 35 from the field, these guys were worried about getting back on the court because they knew they were going to do it. And I tell you, that tells me a lot about what kind of guys they are. And we came out of the locker room for the second half, and we scored a couple baskets, and then I believe it was Dwayne comes up with a steal, throws the ball to Chris, and he dunks. And now here's Mighty Duke calling a timeout to stop the game. We sat in our huddle, and as I'm sitting there and I'm looking at our guys, their eyes told me, Duke got no chance. So it's easy to see as that game was evolving that we were going to figure out a way to get it done. And I couldn't be prouder of these guys. I couldn't be prouder of my bosses, Ray Tanner, Dr. Pastides, the support that they've provided for us as we were building our program. Dawn, there are many texts late at night because I couldn't figure out how to win a game and trying to keep my mind in the right place, letting me know she's been through it and it's going to be all right. It's an unbelievable dynamic that we have on this campus amongst workers, amongst students, athlete to athlete, student to student. It's incredible. As coaches, we end up in different campuses around America as we're trying to figure out where we want to call home. I can tell you this is a special place as I've ever been at in my life. So, I'm not going to challenge Dr. Pastides on days off now. That's not my place. But I will say this. Hey, Don, why don't we do this again next week as we get ready to go for the following week?